Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're jumping back into the CB250 project. So today's episode is we're going to jump into the front end. So I'm thinking we're going to have that bit's kind of sorted. The wiring we're going to have to work on, but that needs a little bit more thinking, and I got some parts coming. But the front end we need to do. So it's all a little bit worn. I'm not sure how I'm going to go polishing this up with the new seals that I got, just because this pitting might just chew them out, but we'll find out after we give it a bit of a polish. Up the front here, this is how the brakes came. It's, get off there. It's just rubbish. Like all the pistons have been pushed out, it's all rusty, and it's also missing the fork mount, so I have to get that anyway. And so I picked up this really cheap. So this is just an older, it's a used caliper, but much better condition. It comes with the carrier as well, so we'll clean this up a little bit, pull the forks off, clean them up, maybe paint these depending on, I don't even know what I'm going to do this, but this bit, we'll see what happens. Once we pull it apart, I'll decide if I'm going to paint them black or just clean them up and leave them, maybe paint them later. And then disassemble all the front, top end. I've got new cables and everything for the whole motorbike, so got to pull all those out. I've got to check these brake hoses because I'm going to have to get them remade. It'd be nice to have some ones to go off. So first up, get in, put a bit of block under the front end of the engine and start pulling this whole front end apart and see what we get up to. got them all out, looking horrible. The stuff in these shocks is disgusting. It smells a little bit like, what does it smell like? Bigfoot's dick? No. Yeah, it smells horrible in here. So we pulled it all apart. I have my ultrasonic cleaner, and so we're going to put the ends of these in and place them in there, turn it all on, and then these I'm going to get some polishing compound and see if we can take out some of this pitting. I'm not sure how well these, like once we put new seals in here, how long they're going to last, just because there's a little bit of pitting here where the seal is going to ride. So, but we'll find out. So I'll get some polishing compound, we'll get onto that, but we'll turn this on, chuck these in and see how they come out, because at the moment they look atrocious and smell horrible. But yeah, ultrasonic cleaner should clean them up, and then we might be able to put it together, but I don't have any fork oil, but we can bolt them all together and then finish that off later.
It's split in two, or is that weird stuff? It's filthy.
I don't think so. There's a little bit of rust up here. But... oh, then it's got the other seal behind there.
Okay.
But
like an internal seal.
I might be able to take it off now and then clean it better.
Yeah. Do you want to get a close up on camera so you can see what you just took out? Or how it comes out?
If you
Do it
want.
on the other one, maybe.
Yeah. Might have to wash these and then pull it out. But
Yeah.
just on the marking thing.
Yeah.
There we go. That's how you do it. Horrible. Yeah, so you should be able to just get in here with your screwdriver.
Bigfoot's dick.
Oh, it smells so bad. And just pop it out. And then these one, I don't know if I'll be able to do it here. No.
Got it.
Got him. What's 9 plus 10? Okay. Now, plug this in. Make a hell of a racket.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. Let's polish one. Anything else doesn't look too, like, it's all nice and clean. There's no big wear marks or gouges or anything, huh?
Yeah. No, I think they're all good. It's that external part that's the problem.
Yeah.
Right. Show another growler.
Okay, here we go. So parts for the forks are now all cleaned up. As you saw, we took all the scale off the aluminium of the fork bottoms. What do you call those?
Fork bottoms.
Fork bottoms, that'll work. Everyone likes a good bottom. Cleaned all those up. I've painted those. I'll show those in a second. But the bike is as it is. Well, I'm going to jump up here, we'll brake clean and clean all the grease and everything out of the head of the frame. Everything else is pretty much where it is. So up on the bench, I have the headset getting ready to be cleaned. I was going to paint it, but I think for now I'm just going to clean it up, sit it on the bike, and then once we have the bike all ready to be painted and cleaned up and everything else like that, I'll do the headset, we'll do the frame, do it all in a nice black or whatever colour I decide. But for now, instead of prepping it all and scratching it all like I did over here, which is the fork bottoms. So I cleaned it all up, as you saw, wide wheeled it and then etch primed and painted it. This one worked out really nice. I even clipped a little sticker from factory. This one ended up really nice, but then I dropped it and scratched it on it. Oh, and more scratches on everything. But for now, I'm going to chuck them together. If I want to touch them up later, I will. But we got new seals, the retaining clip for the top of the fork, and these. I'm not going to chuck fork oil in them just yet. I want to get them all together. Once the bike's close to getting running, we'll fill them back up with the right amount of oil, and then we shall be all good. So a little bit of a time lapse of all this stuff getting cleaned. A little bit of a time lapse of all this stuff going together. I think we're gonna have to call it there, guys. I'm running out of time. It's getting a bit cold and I need to get inside. Really happy with how it's coming along. Shocks are on, brakes are on, everything else. I ended up then cleaning out my ultrasonic cleaner and found these two, which need to go on the top of the shocks. So I'll jump onto that during the week. What the hell? What are you doing in here? I've been, there's a bird in my shed. I'll get rid of that in a second. But yeah, today's gonna be done. So, and I'm gonna call it there. So, yeah. Next up, I think we're gonna jump into the carbs, and then we've got some more mock-up to do. I have to buy some rear shocks because the ones I have are buggered, as well as making a rear hoop and heaps of those bits and pieces. But also, okay, so okay, so I better wrap this up quickly because I have a bird friend now. And yeah, everything's looking really good. Shocks are in, brakes are all good. Gonna have to get new pads for the brakes or I have an old disc and old pads, so maybe I just run it, see how it works, get it to work. If they are good, then I'll put some new pads in and probably change the rotor as well. But for now, they'll probably do. Everything else is coming along. Colour scheme I'm not quite sure about, we'll get onto that as well. But more metal fab next fortnight, as well as hopefully I'm going to get these new sorry. This is not good. Hopefully for next fortnight I can have some shocks as well as when we do the carbies, because my ones are buggered, and yeah, we should be pretty good. So thanks for tuning in. See you guys next fortnight. I'll talk to you soon.